and Persuaders by Edward Rowett. Episode 3, The Best a Man Can Get.
No, advertising is never art.
What about John Lewis Christmas ads?
They're artistic, but they're not art.
They make me cry.
Everything makes you cry, Ted.
That is not true.
They're beautifully written and shot and everything, but as soon as you say, buy this thing at the end, you undermine everything that's gone before.
I don't think so.
I mean, imagine if novels were like that. The struggle was finished. He had won the victory over himself. Winston loved Big Brother. And you need to buy this watch. See my point?
Which series of Big Brother did Winston win?
Big Brother from 1984.
Big Brother's been going since 1984.
No, the book 1984 by George Orwell.
Shouldn't you be working?
Well, you haven't given us anything to work on.
All right, Teddy, I'm trying.
I'm so sorry.
Stop crying, Ted.
I can't.
Is everything all right, Amanda?
No, the weeping boy is right. We have no work. And I have to go off to a dreadful lunch with a dreadful woman.
Who is she?
Friend from university. She owns Tree Leaf Cosmetics.
Never heard of them.
It's a vanity project. She runs it out of a shed with her husband's money. It's all natural, all berry juice and twee sap and butterfly tears. She's the most appalling phony. Always trying to get something out of you.
And just to be clear, you're having lunch with her because...
I want her business. Shut up.
Oh, Mandy, this is just lovely.
It's been a while, India.
Darling, it's been far, far too long. How did we let it get so long?
Well, the baby.
Oh, congratulations. Well, I should have known. How far along are you?
No, I've had the baby.
Oh, that extra weight can take time to shift. How old is the little angel?
She's 6.
Months?
No.
Oh, well, as long as you're happy. The only thing in life is to be happy. Are you happy, darling?
I was.
Well, I'm happy for you. I'm always telling Tim, you must try to be happy, Tim. Don't just sit there quietly reading that book. Be happy. But he won't try.
How thoughtless of him.
Well, I've told him to find a hobby. I have Tree Leaf, and it makes me so happy. I think if Tim had a hobby, he could be happy. But instead, he just sits there building those ridiculous model railways.
Incidentally, how is your business that he funds?
Oh, thrilling. I've just had a divine idea. An anti-aging cream for men.
Is there much of a market for that?
If Tim's anything to go by, there must be.
Is he worried about looking old?
I've no idea, but he certainly should be. He looks awful. And I'm ashamed to be seen out with him, and I tell him so. People will think I'm your granddaughter, Tim. And if you must look so old, can't you at least try to look happy? But he won't try. He doesn't know how lucky he is.
I suspect he does. Are you doing much advertising for Tree Leaf?
Oh, darling, is that why we're having lunch?
Well, I remember how keen you were when I was at BBGO.
Things not quite so busy at the new place.
Oh, very busy, but I always think if you can do a favour for a friend, you should.
It's just, I've sometimes thought you don't take me seriously as a businesswoman.
How could I not when you have such a smart business card printed on a bay leaf?
Well, I knew I was being paranoid. I'd just love to hear your pitch.
That's not really how it works, India. Big agencies don't pitch to such small clients.
The new place is big, is it?
Enormous. Brilliant creative team. Vast premises. CEO's an industry legend, Rupert Hardacre.
Your bill, madame?
You must let me.
Oh, please. Lunch is on us. That's how it works. Here.
If you'd like to enter your PIN.
We're going to be one of the top agencies in London. We've got the talent and the resources and...
Your card has been declined, madame.
What?
Insufficient resources.
I told Rupert to make sure the account...
Allow me. Tim always makes sure. Well, I make sure he makes sure. Now, I'd just love to help, but I think I am going to need a pitch.
Yes, fine. We can knock up a couple of posters in no time.
Oh, I'm sure. But wouldn't it be more fun if we made it a bit of a challenge?
Well, I can't see it anywhere.
What are you wasters doing?
We're not wasters, we're creatives.
They're playing Hunt the Stapler.
Laura, why are you in here?
I hid the stapler.
What about reception?
No one ever called.
What if they did?
They can't. I left it off the hook.
She thought of everything.
Get back out there.
Fine. The stapler's...
No, don't tell us. We'll keep looking.
Will you?
Won't we?
No. And your game of hopscotch will have to wait as well.
Oh, no, we stopped that. Mr. Hardacre said we were making too much noise.
Of course, you probably interrupted his nap.
It was nothing like that.
No, he said he had a girl in his office and we were killing the mood.
How was lunch?
Dreadful. We're pitching for their men's anti-aging cream.
Wow. Like a proper pitch?
Yes, Joe, a proper pitch.
Wow. For like a proper advert?
For a proper advert.
Wow. So, wow. I mean, that's really... Wow.
Anything to add, Terry?
Wow.
Right. Okay. Anti-aging. So, maybe like a picture of an old man with smooth skin?
Ooh, what a blazing fire of originality you are. That might be fine if it was a print ad, but...
Oh, my God, it's a TV ad? We're pitching a TV ad? I mean...
No, it's not a TV ad.
Oh, online? I mean, that's still...
Not online.
What else is there?
How much do you know about radio?
What's the opposite of wow?
Rupert, are you decent?
Always, my dear.
Where's the girl?
What girl?
The boy said you had a girl in here.
Listen, my dear. You would do well to remember whose name is written out there. This is my agency, and I expect the respect commensurate with my position.
I apologize.
If I say there was no girl in here, there was no girl in here.
Fine, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. I had a woman in here.
Rupert!
I mean, she was dressed as a schoolgirl, so I suppose...
I don't want to know. I'm having a difficult day.
Yes, me too.
You're sitting in your office eating caviar.
It's Tuesday. Would you like some?
What I would like is to be able to pay for lunch, which I was just humiliatingly unable to do. My company card got declined.
I'll put some money in the account.
Oh, Rupert, you can't just bankroll this place indefinitely. We need more accounts.
My dear, I'm working tirelessly to bring them in.
Again, you're sitting in your office eating caviar. Let me bring them in. Your job is to help those two turnips next door, not to screw them up.
Starling and Beach are perfectly capable.
They're not capable of anything. You're their creative director, Rupert. Direct them.
Very well, my dear. And if you want somewhere cheaper to take clients, I've discovered a very good independent South African place down the road. They just do chicken, but they do it really well. Do you know it?
It's a Nando's.
I believe it's pronounced Nandos.
No, it isn't. And I'm not taking clients there.
Fine. Try the place next door. They do tempura fish and potatoes.
And that's a chippy.
Radio? Seriously?
But you're always saying that you want to do more interesting work.
Not radio work. Who listens to the radio?
Lots of people.
Idiots, that's who. It's just background noise when you're driving or ironing or cooking.
Yeah, but it's like there's no limit to your imagination.
Shall we have a cup of tea?
Good idea.
Back into.
Beach, I hear the game is afoot.
Yes, sir. Have you come to help?
Do you know why writing an ad is like making love to a woman?
No.
Because I don't want to be in the room while you're doing it.
But, sir...
I'm certainly not going to hold your hand.
But...
And I'm a lot more skilled at it than you are.
That's why we need your help, sir. We're pitching a radio spot.
Good God! Has it come to that? When someone of my stature starts doing radio, you know things are really desperate. There's only one thing to do.
You'll get us some better work?
No, I'm going to my club.
But, sir...
If you're really stuck, read the chapter on radio in my book.
You've written a book?
Of course. Hardacre on advertising.
Wow. What's it about?
The clue is in the title, Beach.
Is it about you?
It's the definitive advertising tract. It contains all you need to know about radio. Starling must have a copy on his shelf.
Okay, let's see. David Ogilvy, Hegarty, Delafamina, Lowe, Ogilvy again, Packard, Whipple. Whipple, that's not a name. I can't see yours here, sir. What? Maybe you didn't write one.
Here you are, Ted. One steaming cup of Mr. Hardacre.
I don't want it.
Where the hell is my book, Starling?
Oh, I don't actually own a copy, sir.
My God, no wonder neither of you has even the beginnings of a clue. I'm going out to get you one.
Why don't you have his book, Joe?
Because I've read it. All 229 pointless pages.
Isn't it good?
It's 200 pages of boasting, score settling, and reasons why writing an ad is like making love to a woman.
What about the other 29?
Totally blank. Ends with 29 pages of nothing.
Why?
Hard to say, but it might have something to do with the fact that Ogilvy on advertising is 228 pages long. The footnote on the final page of Hardacre's says, "Bad luck, Ogilvy, mine's longer than yours."
Good day, shopkeeper. I'm looking for a book.
Oh, how fortunate you are then, sir, to find yourself in a book shop.
Where would I find Hardacre on advertising?
That would depend, sir. What's it about?
How are people not getting this? It's about advertising.
Could you be a little more specific? Copywriting, planning, account handling, digital advertising, native advertising, branding, marketing, in-game advertising, social media advertising, search engine optimization?
It's a book about advertising.
Oh, thank you for clearing that up. I shall consult our catalogue. Hardcastle
Hardacre. The Rupert Hardacre.
The Rupert Hardacre?
No, just Rupert Hardacre. Haven't you heard of him?
I fear not, sir. Rest assured, if he exists, our computer will have done.
Of course he exists. I'm him.
Oh. It seems you're out of print, sir.
What do you mean, out of print?
Humble apologies, sir, for using a technical literary term. It means...
I know what it means. Why is it out of print?
Lack of demand, perhaps.
What do you mean, lack of demand?
Too technical again, sir. I mean, it's obsolete and nobody wants it. You might have more luck second-hand, or in a charity shop. Or there's a man on the corner worth trying.
A book dealer?
If you like. He's a tramp with a bin bag full of paperbacks.
The problem is, Ted, how do you advertise a visual product via an aural medium?
Well, that's...
Where did I lose you?
Ted.
My point is, the USP is it makes your skin look younger, but on the radio we can't show a man's young skin.
That he can tell us about it. He'll say, "I have the skin of a child."
That sounds like he has it in a bucket.
I have a child's skin.
That's worse. We're not saying anything about children's skin. In fact, that's a blanket rule from now on.
Should I add it to the list?
You shouldn't need to.
Children's skin.
By the way, never show anyone that list. It'll look like you're going on the world's most sinister shopping trip.
Oh, hey, we could check the internet for some old ads.
For men's anti-aging? Not sure there are any. I'll have a look. I hate this place. Maybe you're on a hiding to nothing with the whole idea. People don't trust smooth. I mean, remember that David Cameron NHS ad? He looked like someone had drawn a face on an egg. You're between a rock and a hard place. You don't want to show a wrinkle-free man, but when that's the point of the product, you can't not.
But we can't not.
What?
We can't show the man even if we wanted to, right? No one knows what you look like on radio. That's why they say some actors have a face for radio. They don't have to be attractive.
All actors are attractive. Even the ones who work on the radio.
Laura, get our accountant on the phone.
Fine.
I'll be in my office. Put them through. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling from Hardacre.
Laura, you've just called me.
I know. I want to speak to...
No. Laura, if this is you, I'm going to come out there and shove this phone right down your...
Goodness, Mandy, have I caught you at a bad time?
Oh, India! No, not at all.
You don't need to insert a phone into anybody.
It can wait. What can I do for you?
Darling, I think I might be wasting your time.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I wasn't really, but I think I might be wasting my time, and I am going to worry about that.
You're not. We already have an idea that will blow you away.
Oh, Mandy, this is even more pathetic than I imagined.
Oh, we'll take it to someone else then. It's your loss.
I'll tell you what. I'll drop in for a few minutes tomorrow morning, and you could show me this famous idea.
Tomorrow? That doesn't give us a lot of time.
But then, if you already have the idea, you don't need a lot of time, do you?
Tomorrow morning it is?
I can't wait.
Right. Right, you two. I want to hear all your ideas.
Okay, I've always had this idea that maybe you could eat an apple with a spoon.
About the ad, Teddy.
Oh, yes, right.
We haven't had that long.
So you have no ideas?
Well, what if a man said he had a child's skin?
What?
No, forget that.
What have you been doing? Still hunting the stapler?
No, we found that ages ago. It was in my pocket all along.
And where's You didn't notice you had a stapler in your pocket?
I just thought I was really pleased to see everyone.
Don't think about it.
Where the hell is Rupert?
Oh, he's gone shopping.
He's what?
I've returned. Oh, hello, my dear.
Rupert, you'd better have been doing something really useful.
I was buying a copy of a book I wrote.
What the hell is the matter with you all? I crawl to a woman I can't stand just to get a look in on a half-decent account. And all you three can do is hunt staplers, buy your own books and debate the merits of eating an apple with a spoon. Don't you have any ambition at all?
Who's been eating an apple with a spoon?
It's just a theory.
We are pitching this thing tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. I'm shutting this door, and it had better not open again until you have something.
Quite right, my dear. Get to work.
You as well, Rupert.
I found your book then, sir?
What do you mean, found? It's in the first bookshop I came to. It's a popular book.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm a relevant man.
I know, sir.
Good. It's not second-hand, if that's what you think.
The cover is quite bent, sir.
I bent it.
It's got a kind of strange stain on the pages.
I spilt a strange liquid on it.
The recommended retail price is 2 shillings and...
All right. I bought it off a tramp.
Wow, sir, you've even written extra notes in here for us.
What?
Yeah, in the margin, see? Ignore this. Ogilvy puts this better. I hate you, Rupert. You are the bane
he
of...
didn't write those down.
Give me that. Right. We'll see who's pointless and obsolete and out of touch. Fire up the typewriter, break out the Tipex. We're going to write the best wireless ad you've ever heard.
Relief anti-aging cream. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Ted, please stop singing.
No, but I think I've really got something.
All you have is the name of the product and a tiny tune, and somehow that's taken you 3 hours.
Right, I've got it. We'll get Peter O'Toole.
He's dead as well, sir.
What? When?
A while ago.
What about Oliver Reed?
Also dead.
This is intolerable. We must be able to find a living, distinguished, older British actor who's still handsome and charismatic. And is prepared to come in and spend 30 minutes recording something for the radio.
No, I can't think of anyone.
We're banging our heads against the wall here. Let's break things up.
Or have a bowl of cereal.
Oh, grow up, the two of you.
Isn't there anything you do to stimulate creativity, sir?
Yes, but I'm not doing it with either of you.
Oh.
What? What is it? What is it? You can do it with me, sir. I don't mind.
You might, Ted. We found a list of tips for writing a radio ad earlier.
I do not need a list of handy hints. What the hell is the matter with me? It's radio, for God's sake.
The thing is, we can't show a man's smooth...
I know, darling, that's the problem. It's the whole point of the product, and we can't see it.
But maybe that's a good thing.
That's why we need someone famous, so people know how good he looks. If this was print or TV, we could just show how much younger this man looks, before and after.
But we looked at some ads like that.
Unless we... But we cast two actors, same accent, same vocal tone, one old, one young. The older talks about the product, and his voice morphs, and by the time he's finished, he's the younger man, and he says, "I feel like a new man."
That's brilliant, sir.
Never doubt me, darling. Once you have it, you don't lose it.
Sir, that was one of the things on the list of handy hints.
Hardly surprising. I probably wrote that list. What else was on it?
He doesn't need to know what else was on it.
Well, let's see. Fake game shows, movie trailer parodies. Here we are. Voices that age or get younger during the spot.
Yes, all classic formats.
Yeah, these are tired, played-out cliches that have no place in modern advertising. Avoid them like the plague is what it says. Age or get younger. That's like your idea, isn't it, sir?
Yes, Beach.
It says we should avoid it like the plague.
I get it. Excuse me.
Tree, leaf, there it is. Tree. Too high. Tree.
Sir, are you alone?
Yes. Come in.
I just wanted to check how it was going.
It's gone. Do you see that stuffed bear, Starling?
It's hard to miss, sir.
What does it make you think?
Why is there a stuffed bear in this office? Did you shoot it?
Shoot it? Starling, he was the best friend I ever had. I raised him from a cub.
Wow, I didn't think you could keep a bear as a pet.
No one did. People told me it was insanely dangerous. People aren't always right.
What happened to him?
Oh, I shot it. Had to. It's gone mental. It turns out you can't keep a bear as a pet. People are sometimes right.
Oh.
But there was more to it than that. It wasn't about all those people he mauled. Well, it was a bit. Well, I wanted to preserve him like that, powerful, in his prime. I wish someone had done the same for me.
Sir, if this is you asking me to shoot you and have you starved...
It's kind of you to offer, Starling, but it's too late. I've gone on too long. I should have retired years ago.
You still could, sir.
Retired? Do what?
Spend more time with friends, family.
Did you miss the part where I said my best friend was a bear that I shot? Friends and family haven't been a priority. And I don't want to retire and go gently into that good night. That was the whole point of this place. Somewhere to rage.
Against the dying of the light.
Go away, Starling. Leave me in peace with my bear.
Right. Sorry, sir. Oh, Amanda.
Why are you out of that room? Do you have any ideas?
Yes, I swear.
Is Rupert in there?
Yes, but he might want to be left alone. He's having a moment. With a bear.
Oh, my darling, I had no idea you were this far out. It's even more pathetic than I imagined.
If you'd like to come through here.
Well, it's a very nice cupboard, Mandy. But I don't know why you're showing it to me.
No, this is the conference room.
This is where you see clients. It's still more pathetic than I imagined.
The size of the room isn't important.
As long as you know how to use it.
No, Ted.
This is our art director, Theodore Beach.
Hello.
Our copy chief, Joseph Starling.
Light.
A bird, not a dictator.
And our creative director, Rupert Hardacre.
Is he, cradling a bear?
Don't worry about that.
Will anyone be joining us?
No, there isn't anyone else.
Oh, Mandy, there are only 4 of you.
For the moment.
Oh, it's even more pathetic.
I tell you what, India.
Yes, let's get it over with. So I can only give you a few minutes. I had no idea it would take so long to get out here.
Joe?
Right, yes. Well, our ad will be an old man talking about his new anti-aging skin regime. As he talks, his voice gradually...
I hope you're not about to suggest it magically gets younger. Now, this is even more pathetic than I imagined. Mandy,
No, wait, I wasn't going to say that.
Really? Because I thought that's exactly
What
you
I was going to say was that I'll hand you over to my art director, Teddy Beach.
What?
Ted?
Hello, I'm art director Teddy Beach, and I want you to imagine an old man with child's skin.
Don't imagine that.
Don't imagine that.
He doesn't mean that.
I don't mean that.
What does he mean?
What do I mean, Joe?
He means, tree leaf
Fascinating as this is, if I'd wanted to watch a man having a nervous breakdown, I would have stayed at home with Tim. Goodbye, Mandy. You probably should feel ashamed of this.
Wait! I do have it! The old man. What he says. He says, do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light. Tree leaf. Anti-aging for men. Do not go gentle. Stop clapping, Teddy.
Sorry?
That was slightly less pathetic than I imagined.
Joe, that was amazing.
Well done, Sterling.
Oh, you gave me the idea, sir.
I had hoped you might work it out a little sooner.
What?
I don't sit around my office quoting maudlin poetry for fun.
I know, but you were so upset about those notes in your book.
Sterling, I wrote those notes.
What? But why?
I saw you were struggling, so I gave you a nudge.
Well, I have no idea what's going on.
How do you sell anti-aging treatments to men? We're not afraid of looking old.
We're afraid of feeling old.
Exactly. Obsolete. Powerless.
Wouldn't it have been quicker just to tell us all this?
Darling, I'm your creative director. The clue's in the title. I'm not here to write your ads for you. I'm here to direct you.
So you weren't really upset?
Of course not.
And you didn't really shoot your bear after it went mental and mauled people?
No, that part happened.
Well, thank you, I guess, sir. Maybe we could all go for a drink after work.
Obviously not.
Right, yes. Sorry. Well, come on, Ted.
I want to be just like you when I grow up, sir.
I don't blame you, Beach. I think they bought that.
Reluctant Persuaders is written by Edward Rowett and directed by Alan Nixon. It stars Nigel Havers as Hardacre, Matthew Bainton as Joe, Josie Lawrence as Amanda, Rasmus Hardacre as Teddy, Olivia Nixon as Laura, with Felicity Montague as India and Mark Evans as the bookshop assistant. The show is script edited by Rob Grant, produced by Gordon Kennedy, and is an Absolutely production for BBC Radio 4. Persuaders by Edward Rowett. Episode 4, Vorsprung Durch Technik.
Doors closing.
Up the lift.
Oh,
Doors opening.
thank you. Takes forever to close after you've done that.
Just press the close doors button.
No, don't.
Doors opening.
Oh, does anything in this building do what it's supposed to do? What happens if you press the open doors button?
Doors opening.
It does what it's supposed to do. Leave it, they'll close eventually.
Oh, forget it, I'll take the stairs.
You can't, they're out of order.
The stairs are out of order.
There was a sign.
Why are you so late?
Probably the same reason you are.
Oh, right. So, your daughter had one of her tantrums, did she? And threw your car keys into the neighbour's garden after they'd gone out, and you had to climb over their 6-foot fence, and your skirt got caught on it, and then it turned out that your neighbours weren't out after all, and you had to explain to them why you were sitting in their flower bed in just your tights. Again. Is that what happened?
No, I overslept.
Doors closing.
Thank God.
Hold the lift. Just leave him.
No man gets left behind.
Doors opening.
Morning, all. Stairs out of order.
Yeah.
Why are you so late?
Same reason as you, I expect.
I wouldn't bet on it. Overslept?
No, I thought it was Sunday.
What tipped you off?
There's no one else in church.
Not the same reason as us.
No?
Doors closing.
Finally.
Oh, no, there's Mr. Hardacre. We should wait for him.
No, Ted,
Do not push that button. Oh.
Doors opening.
Morning all, don't mind me, I'll take the stairs.
they're out of order, sir.
Those stairs are my morning constitutional. Gets my heart pounding, my blood pumping, and the spots dancing in front of my eyes.
It's one flight of stairs.
It's how you know you're alive. That and the shooting pains in your arm. Mens sana in corpore sano. How's your Latin?
Oh, well, men's is definitely men, obviously. Sana is probably sauna or sandwich. Corpore might be corporal, so if you put that all together, you do no idea.
A healthy mind in a healthy body. That's the motto I live by. Now, who'll join me in the cigarette?
Not in the lift, Rupert.
Could you hold open the doors while I smoke it?
No.
Doors closing.
No one touch anything.
Going up.
You're very early, sir.
Got to set an example to the proles, darling.
What's a prole?
Spoken like a true prole.
I'm a prole.
You're not a prole, Ted.
Quite right. Proles have got to stick together.
Everyone stop saying prole. Teddy, a prole is a pleb.
Ah, right, yes. What's a pleb?
Is it just me, or is this lift very slow?
You're both very slow.
Good one, sir.
Are we even moving?
No.
Open the doors. Maybe we're at our floor and it's just forgotten to open.
Doors opening.
Nothing's happening.
I can see that, Teddy. Oh, God, please, not today.
What's today?
It's Tuesday.
No.
Shrove Tuesday.
Right, for a start, it's Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday.
I don't think Lent has started.
Oh, good, I hate Lent.
Why do you hate Lent?
Shut up about Lent. I don't want to hear the word Lent or prole again as long as we're in this lift.
There's a sentence I bet you never thought you'd say.
I never thought I'd have to until I met you two idiots. The woman from Campaign.
That's today?
Yes, Joe, that's today. As I've been telling you and emailing you and texting you all for days.
I didn't get a text.
You don't have a phone.
Why is she coming?
She's coming to write about the agency, help us salvage our image, answer some of our critics.
We have critics.
Yes. That's why I've worked so hard to get her in, and why it is less than ideal if she finds us trapped in a lift.
It could happen to anyone. I'm sure she'll understand.
What, that we're a bunch of clueless fools? People already think we couldn't advertise a piss-up in a brewery.
It's an odd phrase, that. Surely it should be a piss-up in a pub. You shouldn't be getting drunk at a place of work.
You're always getting drunk at work.
Always drinking, never drunk. That's my motto.
I thought your motto was a healthy mind in a healthy body.
You can have two mottos, you know.
Not if they're entirely contradictory.
Well, they're not.
You don't see any contradiction between a healthy body and drinking and smoking all day.
You forget, my dear, I only smoke Camels. More doctors smoke Camels than any other brand.
Is your doctor?
Well, certainly.
And how's his health?
I wouldn't know. I very rarely need to see him. And he's been dead since 1987.
Not a concern.
Not unless they prove some kind of link between smoking and lung cancer.
They have done that.
Why do you hate Lent, Ted?
I just really like chocolate.
I want to get out of this lift.
Doors opening.
They're still not opening.
We must be between floors. We'll call building maintenance.
Have you looked around this place recently? There is no building maintenance.
Why not?
For the same reason you don't shut the stable door after the stable has collapsed and killed all the horses.
This is a service intercom. It must connect to someone. Hello? Is there anyone there?
I'm afraid the maintenance office is closed over the holiday period. We apologise for any inconvenience. See you in the new millennium.
Hell of a holiday.
That message must be 15 years old.
Or it's from the future. There's an alarm button as well. Let's try.
Stop! Make it stop! Make it stop!
Oh my God, how do I switch it off?
Push the button!
Opening.
No, a different
This
button!
is too loud!
Opening.
It is too loud!
Oh, for goodness sake!
Opening.
Oh, thank God.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
Ted, take your fingers out of your ears! It has stopped.
Why the hell is there an alarm inside the lift? Who made this thing?
Apparently it was made in Taiwan by Lifts Are Us. Not exactly Schindler.
Who? Schindler. They make lifts and escalators.
Schindler's List?
Yes, Ted.
The same one from...
No, Ted. Maybe the alarm sounded somewhere else as well. Laura probably heard it.
Yes, Laura. Even if she didn't, she'll notice none of us are in the office and realise something's happened. She'll work it out. She's an intelligent girl.
We're all going to die in this lift.
There are 4 floors in this building. Someone will see the lift isn't working.
I wouldn't bet on it. The first floor's us, the second floor's deserted, and the fourth floor...
What about the third?
There is no third floor.
It's deserted as well?
No, just doesn't exist. Goes straight from 2 to 4.
Why?
Why is the alarm inside the lift?
And war is...
The Cambridge Teaching School of English Language Studying, Oxford.
What are they like?
Hard to say, none of them speak English.
Has there ever been anything on the second floor?
There was a whole office up there when we moved in. Glass cubicles, computers, the works.
Oh, they were really friendly.
Ted was always chatting at them.
And then one day we got in and they were gone.
Vanished. Overnight, like they'd never been there.
Did you ever hear anything about them again?
Well, a man came looking for them once. Had these wild, desperate eyes. Said it was a matter of life and death.
And what did you tell him?
That there'd never been a company up there, obviously. Nice to add a bit of mystery to the world.
So, we share this building with a criminal enterprise, a company that disappeared, and a floor that doesn't exist.
Yeah, we actually sound pretty good when you put it like that.
I sort of need the toilet.
Tough. Hold it in.
I'm not sure I can.
I've got a bottle if it's just a number 1.
Great. It also might be a number 2.
I've got a bag.
What is wrong with the pair of you?
What?
Why don't you talk the way men are supposed to talk?
How are men supposed to talk?
Like me. About brandy and women and leather.
Okay, good. So please, can I just do a number 1 in your bottle, please?
Nobody is going to the toilet in the lift. Teddy, just hold it in. Let's call Laura from the mobile.
Do you have any signal?
Oh, damn, no, do you?
No. Mr. Hardacre?
I don't have any signal.
I don't have any phone.
You really should get a phone, Teddy.
Oh, no one ever calls me.
Well, they can't. You haven't got a phone.
We could call to her.
What?
Laura. She must be pretty close if we all shout help at once.
Good idea. All together. 1, 2, 3, help! Do you two need me to go over the instructions again?
So sorry, I thought we were going on 6.
I don't care.
And again. 1, 2, 3,
4,
help!
5, Laura!
Close enough.
She must have heard that.
Please, God.
What time's the campaign woman coming?
12.
It's only 10:30. We've got time.
Not a lot of it.
Is she going to interview us? What do you want us to say?
Do you need me to seduce her?
No, Rupert.
Do you need me to seduce her?
No.
Are you going to seduce
No one is seducing anyone. Let me do the talking. And try not to fidget when she takes the photographs.
She's doing photographs?
Yes, of course.
Oh. I don't always look as good in photographs as I do in real life.
What a terrifying prospect. Since in real life, you look like someone's drawn a face on a hat stand.
Well, at least he's dressed presentably. Teddy, would it have killed you to wear a shirt and tie?
I can't breathe when I wear a tie.
To be fair, he didn't know about the woman.
Well, he shouldn't be wearing T-shirts to the office at all. That's why people don't take us seriously.
It's not the only reason.
You could at least have worn a less grotesque one.
It's Spider-Man.
And the army of spiders?
Well, that's his army of spiders.
I'm not convinced a photograph of our art director covered in spiders sends the right message.
It's fine. Spider-Man's controlling them.
I want to get out of this lift.
Well, you can't.
Then I'm having a cigarette.
Not in here.
Why not?
Because I don't want to breathe your second-hand smoke.
Fine. Beach, I'll pay you £50 to inhale all my smoke.
Okay.
Deal.
Ted, no.
What?
Don't do that.
But I want the money.
Well, then at least haggle. Tell him how much you'll do it for.
I'll do it for 20.
Deal. Here we go then. Now, try not to make this weird.
I'll try, sir.
Rupert, stop. You're not regurgitating smoke into Teddy's mouth like some nicotine-addicted baby bird. And don't smoke in front of the reporter either.
What if she asks me and Ted questions?
Well, keep it simple. Tell her how much you're learning from Rupert and about the accounts you've enjoyed working on.
That'll be a short list.
No, that's easy. We'll just tell her about the Colmscote Wildlife Park leaflets.
Oh, yes, that reminds me. The wildlife park's off.
No.
Seriously?
But I've drawn all of these lemurs. And Joe's done a brilliant slogan.
Colmscote, home to the happiest animals on Earth.
It's been shut down. Turns out the animals weren't quite as happy as advertised. Or as well nourished. Or indeed, in some cases, as alive.
Of course.
We weren't to know.
Weren't we? I said a man with a wildlife park shouldn't have an ivory cane.
Every self-respecting man should always have an ivory cane.
Maybe, but his discount meat and fur coat emporium begins to look a little sinister.
It's perfectly simple. If you want to impress this woman, just talk to her about the work we did for my club.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
We are not talking about that. Under no circumstances talk about that.
I didn't understand you people. You say you want glamorous accounts and you turn your noses up at one of the oldest establishments in London.
I assumed your gentleman's club would be a brandy and butler affair in Piccadilly, somewhere with class.
Madame Lorraine's Fantasy Palace for Men has class. It's topless only, and you're not allowed to sleep with any of the dancers. Officially. I took Beach and Starling and they had the time of their lives.
I'm never going back.
There were no gentlemen there.
We should be proud to list them as a client.
We are not boasting about our authorship of a single poster by an ice rink that essentially says, tits 50 yards.
It's what they wanted.
I'm never going back.
If this is your attitude, then you won't be interested in the new account I brought in.
What is it?
I'm never going back.
Shut up, Teddy. What's the account, Rupert?
A friend of mine wanted us to do something for him.
I didn't know you had any friends.
How dare you? Monty and I have a deep friendship built on years of mutual trust, respect, and affection. Also, he did 4 of my divorces. He wants us to knock something up for his new firm.
What's the firm?
Well, he used to be at Westerbrooks in the city, but he's split off to set up his own practice. Bit sad and desperate. He's far too old to be starting out on his own. Why are you looking at me like that?
No reason. What are they called?
St. John Wilson, LLP.
Are you joking?
If it had been a joke, Starling, it would have been funny.
He's doing my wife's divorce from me.
Actually, that is very funny.
I'm not doing it.
What is it he wants?
It doesn't matter what he wants. I'm not doing it.
Fine, you're fired. What is it he wants?
He's got standard print work running all over the place, but he wants something to make him stand out, something clever and site-specific.
We can do that. Tell him we'll do it.
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, but he's already taking everything I've got, and I didn't have anything to begin with.
He's a fearsome advocate. Who's your chap?
A friend of my parents. He lives in their village.
A sort of village divorce lawyer?
He does a bit of everything.
He specialises in all forms of law?
Well, yes, I mean that. But then also the last time I went to see him, he was shoeing a horse.
Shoeing it out of his office?
No, not shoe, like... shoe, like he was putting a shoe on a horse. That's not better, is it?
I think it's worse.
If my lawyer had a horse in his office, I want him to at least be trying to get rid of it.
Oh, I wouldn't. No.
So he's a lawyer come blacksmith.
He'll also paint your house for the right price.
So he's a lawyer come blacksmith come...
He does a bit of everything.
Have you ever thought of going with someone else?
Of course I have, but he's doing it for practically nothing.
What's he charging?
Well, my dad's promised him unlimited honey from his hives. So, unless you know another solicitor you can pay in bees...
You can't afford to scrimp on something like this, darling.
I can't afford not to, sir. I don't earn very much.
Have you ever tried asking for a raise?
Well, you know I haven't.
Well, then perhaps you should try.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
You're not Oliver Twist, darling. Demand it. Tell me how much you're worth. Lay it on the line.
I want a raise, sir.
Very good, Starling. That's the spirit.
So, can I have it?
No, of course not. Well done for asking, though.
Can I have one?
No one is having a raise until we sign some proper accounts. So, Rupert, tell your friend we'll take it on.
Fine, but I'm not working on it. I can't. Ted can do it.
Can he?
Oh, yeah. Wait. What if we put an ad in a lift?
Say what you see, Beach.
It could say, get your divorces here.
And how would that be site-specific?
Well, it'd be in a lift.
Masterful. We can worry about that when we get out of this lift.
Does anyone know anyone who's ever been trapped in a lift?
Hey, remember that movie we saw? That was all set in a lift.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. That sounds like a helpful resource. What happened?
Oh, sir, it was brilliant. It was so gritty and tense and realistic. It really showed you what it would be like to be stuck in a real lift in real life.
How did it end?
Well, it turned out the old woman was the devil.
Not totally realistic, then.
Yeah, but what a twist. The devil. It was just impossible to see it coming. What was it called, Joe?
Devil.
Devil.
It wasn't impossible to see it coming.
I once saw a film about a man and a woman trapped in a lift.
Which one of them was the devil?
Please, I'm not a child. This was a realist cinema verite piece.
So what happened?
Well, the heating malfunctioned, making it unbearably hot, so they were forced to strip.
Rupert! Are you describing a pornographic film?
Hardly. It was a piece of vintage erotica.
That's the sum total of our knowledge, is it? Pornography and horror. God, you lot are hopeless.
Wait, I have seen another one. It was about these two American college girls who got stuck in a lift on the way back to their dorm after a night out, and yep, that was a porn as well.
How much lift-based pornography do you all watch?
We are very lonely men.
Speak for yourself, Starling. I slept with a stripper last night.
I stand corrected, sir.
As ever, you're all lucky to have me. Now, there's this Michael Douglas film where he gets stuck in a lift and climbs out of a hatch in the roof.
Oh, wait, isn't that incredibly dangerous? What if the lift started moving when you were on top of it?
If it was dangerous, they wouldn't put the hatch there.
I'm pretty sure they don't. I read that somewhere. They stopped like 20 years ago because it was so dangerous. There's a hatch directly above my head, isn't there?
There is. You read books about lifts in your spare time.
Again, I'm a very lonely man. And no one's going through that hatch. It's far too dangerous and nobody in their right mind.
I'll do it.
Good man, Beach.
Ted, no. What would you even do up there?
Michael Douglas climbed a ladder up the shaft. This one's bound to have one as well.
Great. So I go through the roof, climb up the ladder.
A bar! We have a confirmed bar.
A bar where?
On my phone, a bar of signal. We can call someone.
Stay totally still.
Who do I call?
You want the fire service, you fool.
Call Laura.
Really?
Yes. She can call the fire service and we can warn her to stall the reporter. We are not losing this.
If you're sure.
I am.
Okay, it's ringing.
Put it on speaker.
Hello?
Laura, it's Joe.
Who?
Who you work with.
Oh, right. There's no one in the office.
I know, we're all stuck in the lift.
Oh, fun.
Didn't you hear us shouting for you?
No. I did hear some people calling for help, though.
That was us. Did you get help?
No. There's some woman here?
What? Laura, it's Amanda.
I didn't ask her name.
No, I'm Amanda. Who is she?
A reporter or something?
No. She's not supposed to be here for an hour.
Yeah, she said she's early. She wants to know when you'll be here.
Laura, this is important, so I need you to listen to me. Laura?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Stall her. Keep her talking till we get there.
Fine. What do you want me to...
Hello? What's happened?
I think I've run out of credit.
You still have a pay-as-you-go phone?
I can't afford a contract.
You can't afford a contract?
They don't let you pay in bees.
What are we going to do?
Have a cigarette. The best way to calm an hysterical woman.
Really?
Well, it's that or a slap in the face.
Ow! You're right. I do feel calmer.
How did she even get up to our office?
She must have taken the stairs.
But they're out of order. There was a sign.
What did the sign say?
Out of order.
And where was it?
Next to the stairs.
The stairs are next to the lift.
Well, it was sort of equidistant between...
Why would you assume that it was meant for the stairs? They are stairs.
I know, but it's a funny building.
You idiot, Joe. Right, we're doing it. Teddy, you're going through the roof.
Yes. No, Amanda, it's too dangerous. I forbid it.
You what?
I mean, I just think...
It's him or you.
Good luck, Ted.
Okay, you can send him through the roof, but I'm not allowed to smoke in his mouth.
Why would you want to smoke in his mouth?
You can smoke in my mouth.
Just get up there, Teddy.
Okay. Can I get on someone's shoulders? Who's the strongest?
I am.
Great, so we'll...
Absolutely not.
Teddy, come here. You can get on mine.
Are you sure?
What can you see?
Well, not much, it's dark.
Take my phone, Ted. It's got a torch.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Right. Okay, I can see some dust. And, well, quite a lot of dust, actually. In fact, there's loads of dust. I've never seen
We don't need to know about the dust.
Well, that is the biggest spider I've ever seen.
What can you see apart from dust and a spider?
Okay, some cables, and there are quite a lot of spiders, actually. Oh God, there are hundreds! Help! Help! They're all over me! They're crawling up my chest! Get away! Help!
I'm coming, Ted! Right, someone boost me up.
Teddy, which T-shirt are you wearing?
There may not be as many spiders as initially supposed.
So what can you see?
Well, it's gone dark again.
So put the torch back on.
Don't be mad at me.
What?
Well, you sound mad.
Where's my phone?
It is possible I may have dropped it down the lift shaft.
Possible?
Definitely possible. Possibly definite. Definitely definite.
Hey! Feel around, Ted. Is there a ladder?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, climb it.
Are the rungs supposed to come up in your hand?
Ted, come back down.
No, it's fine. I think if I only rest my weight on each rung for a second... So I'm coming back down.
So, how do we get out?
I don't know, but this is not worth it. If we miss her, we miss her.
Oh, sorry, everyone. What are we doing now?
I'm having a cigarette.
In my mouth?
No.
Rupert.
That is... toasted.
The sprinkler's gone off, guys.
We know, Ted.
I need the toilet again.
My cigarette's gone out.
I think we're going to miss that woman.
Perhaps it's for the best. I mean, look at us. We're stuck in a lift in our own building. And it's raining on the inside. This is us operating at the limit of our potential. I was a fool to think I could turn this place around.
No, come on, you are amazing.
Well, it's sweet of you to say.
He's right, Amanda. I mean, maybe you can't save us, but you don't have to go down with us. You could get a job at another agency.
Could I?
Oh, definitely.
Do you know how old I am?
No.
I'll be 50 next year.
Oh, happy birthday for next year.
My dear, 50 is the new 40. Obviously, not on a woman.
Quite. Which might explain why the other agencies I've tried weren't so convinced about my amazingness.
It means you have experience.
Perhaps. And then there's that gap on my CV while I was raising my daughter, which might be fine if it was 1 year, which it was supposed to be, but by the time it's stretched to 7 years and all your knowledge and contacts are out of date, well, it's not easy to get back on at the floor you got off at.
Ah. Well, look.
Also, they said they found me brusque, rude, and unlikable.
Well, you are all of those things.
Yes, I suppose I am. So while this may be the limit of your potential, I suspect it is also the limit of mine.
What's wrong with you all? This is a magnificent agency.
I think so too. I had an idea while I was up there, actually, for the law firm, right? If we had a lift...
Ted, site-specific. It's more complicated than that. It's not just an ad in a place.
Oh, that's what I mean. Could you put an ad on the outside of a lift, like on the doors, so you'd see it as you were waiting?
I suppose.
But it would always be breaking up. Every time the lift doors opened, it would split apart.
Like you and your wife.
Yes, Ted, like me and my wife.
I mean, what if you put a picture of a couple on the outside of a lift? Okay, one on each door, looking happy, but then the lift doors would split them apart and you'd see the back wall of the lift.
St. John Wilson, family law.
Beach, that's actually not bad.
And it stopped raining?
All we need now is...
Doors opening.
Oh, you're here.
Hooray!
Anyone needs me, I'll be in my hot tub.
Laura. Is she in the conference room? Tell her we'll be with her in 1 minute. 1 minute. Now, everyone into your offices to dry off, and then...
Yeah, she's gone.
No. I told you to stall her. Talk to her.
I did. She asked me what it was like working here, and I said, basically, pretty boring. Except that sometimes interesting stuff happens. And she said, like what? And I told her about the time there was a dead body in here for 3 days. And that time a plumber stole all of our stuff. And how Mr. Hardacre's never here. And those two just eat cereal all day. And then she said, actually, that was enough for the article. And she left. Why are you all wet?
The sprinkler went off.
Why is he covered in spiders?
It's just a t-shirt.
Oh, why didn't you just take the stairs?
Doors closing.
Reluctant Persuaders was written by Edward Rowett and directed by Alan Nixon. It starred Nigel Havers as Hardacre, Matthew Bainton as Joe, Josie Lawrence as Amanda, Rasmus Hardacre as Teddy, and Olivia Nixon as Laura. The show was script edited by Rob Grant, produced by Gordon Kennedy, and was an Absolutely production for BBC Radio 4.